JAK in the Box.
Yo, yo, welcome to another edition of JAK in the Box. I'm Jack, this is DB. This is where we go through these old storage boxes of vintage action figures. These boxes have been in storage for the past 20, 25 years. We're gonna open it up now, show it to DB for the first time. You get to follow along as well. What's in the box? I've got my trusty little box cutter here. First, out of the box, who is it, DB?
All right, we got, hello there, it's ObiWan Kenobi.
Obi-Wan!
His Jedi duel with lightsaber. That is
Nice.
awesome, from Star Wars Episode 1. You can see that right there.
Wow,
in the
okay,
box
so
art.
these are Episode 1 Star Wars action figures. Really cool to see this represented right here.
Really cool, and this is from the Comtech collection, which has these Comtech chips that you could place them on the stand and they would talk.
Yeah, so Comtech, that was actually something that came out specifically for these Episode 1 characters. Hasbro at this point, who had bought Kenner, wanted to give the fans something a little extra, something a little additional, especially as we approached that year 2000. So they came out with the Comtech. What types of things does Obi-Wan say, DB?
The Council have granted me permission to train you, and you will be a Jedi, I promise. Do not defy the Council Master, not again. And I have a bad feeling about this.
Oh, the classic, I have a bad feeling about this.
How could you
You've
not
got
have
to
that?
have that for Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I have a bad feeling about this.
You can see some of the other action figures that came out with this Episode 1 line. What year did these actually were released?
This is 1998.
1998.
Yeah.
Okay, so this would have been right at the end of 1998, maybe not even released until 1999, closer to May 25th, 1999, when
Yeah.
Episode 1 was released. But I do remember these action figures came out quite a few months prior to the movie being released. Really cool.
Yeah, very, very cool.
All right, well, next out of the box, I've got this one here. I'm going to pass this over to DB. Who do we have here?
Oh, we got Mr. Samuel L. Jackson himself playing Mace Windu.
Mace Windu!
With, unfortunately, not a purple lightsaber, but a blue one. And a Jedi cloak, which is more of like a sort of rubberized cloak, but very awesome looking.
Not the cloth material. They're
right.
actually talking some kind of vinyl or rubber, as you said.
Yeah,
right.
sort of like a plastic or
Plastic.
rubber type that's on him. But looks like you could take it off, maybe. Yeah,
Okay.
it looks like you could take it off. But very, very cool. And again, one of those Comtech action figures that says different things like, I do not believe the Sith could have returned without us knowing, and we will discover the identity of your attacker. And may the Force be with you.
Oh,
course.
we get a May the Force be with you from Mace Windu. Episode 1, Mace Windu.
May the Force be with you.
He never lights his lightsaber in Episode 1,
right.
and so we don't know exactly what color it is.
True.
Hasbro didn't know what color it was, so they made a blue lightsaber for this first edition Mace Windu, but later in runs they did come out with a purple lightsaber, but really cool to have a blue lightsaber Mace Windu right
Yeah,
there.
definitely really cool to have a blue lightsaber Mace Windu and not the purple one.
That is awesome.
Seems a little rare.
I'm going to go next in the box and pop this over to DB. Do you recognize this figure?
This figure, yeah, of course. This is young Annie.
Anakin Skywalker right there.
Anakin
Wow.
Skywalker from Tatooine with backpack and grease gun.
Grease gun. Okay, so this is still when he was doing like the pod racing.
Yeah.
Right. Still trying to build it, whatever. I mean, might be one of the earliest Anakin Skywalker figures that was ever released for Star Wars, at least earliest in his years. This is probably one of the youngest representations of Anakin Skywalker here.
Definitely.
We get him all the way up to in the last 17, some of those action figures, vintage Star Wars action figures. We get Force Ghost Anakin Skywalker, but here's young boy Anakin Skywalker right here. How cool is that?
I don't think there's a baby Anakin action figure. But yeah, Anakin Skywalker, and this is really cool. I like his grease gun, of course, but the backpack is really interesting looking as well.
Looks like a cool looking backpack, doesn't it?
Yeah, it is really neat. It's got that blue, sort of like a blue or blackish sort of tint to it, and a little bit of orange on there.
And you can see the straps of the backpack in the backpack there too.
The straps are really neat looking as well. Again, one of those Comtech with the chips there, and he says, wizards, and I'm a person, and my name is Anakin, and I know we're in trouble. Just hang on.
What is the first word that he says up there?
Wizards.
Wizards. That's actually misrepresented on here. Wizards is actually just, they say wizard in the Star Wars universe, and that's really to say like something is cool.
This is so wizard, Anakin.
Or something is awesome, like, oh, Anakin, that's wizard. And even Mandalorian says when he flies in his flight, how is it? He said wizard.
Right.
It's not wizards. Someone got that wrong.
How was it?
Wizard.
Okay.
Yes, that's my interpretation of it, at least. If I am interpreting that wrong, hey, there's comments down below. Head down there. Tell us your argument, but I'm saying it's wrong. It's supposed to just be wizard.
I like it. Let's go.
Next in the box, I've got this guy coming out right here. Pass this over to DB. Who do we have?
Oh, well, we have the quintessential Star Wars Episode 1 box art. I mean, you see Darth Maul's face just 3-4 times on the front of this box. You got him right there at the top. You got his action figure face. You got him right there above the contact. You got him in the contact.
In the contact.
Just
find the Darth Maul faces.
Who Darth Maul was then, now you know.
He's
4
in
times.
your face.
Just Darth Maul all over the place on that box.
They really used him to hype this movie.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, he's such a badass character, and I just wish he didn't get underutilized in the first movies.
Is
Super
it
cool.
possible
Love
that
Darth
we would
Maul.
see him in this new ObiWan Kenobi series? Does the timelines match up where he could make an
It
appearance?
matches. But again, would like to see Darth Maul again, especially in live action, because you only see him after that once in live action.
Solo.
But you know, that's nothing.
Hologram.
So anyway,
Right.
that's our Darth Maul spiel.
Next in the box, I'm going to come out with this next action figure here. Looks like we've gone to a different line, but we still have the contact chip. So Hasbro liked this contact chip, seemed to be popular, but after Episode 1 action figures came out, they went with this Power of the Force. Who's that, DB?
Oh, well, this is just the one and only Luke Skywalker.
Wow.
With his T-16 Skyhopper model.
That's so cool.
That's so
it's
cool.
a toy that has a toy as an accessory.
An action figure with an action figure, kind of.
With a
Maybe not
vehicle,
an action
at
figure.
least.
Yeah, vehicle.
So cool.
Yeah, super cool. This is a green stripe Power of the Force. So not in Episode 1. Obviously, it wouldn't be in
What
Episode
year
1.
did this one come out? These were 1998.
So this is 1999.
Okay, so this is the next year, but again, they wanted to still keep that Comtech. So they
Right.
gave us Comtech, but went back to kind of like, you know, the standard Star Wars figures. We get a Luke Skywalker with his T99. Also, what does it say Comtech-wise?
Luke Skywalker's Comtech chip lines are Ben Kenobi. Boy, am I glad to see you.
Wow.
And what a piece of junk. And we're going full throttle. And I got him.
We're going full throttle. When does he say we're going full throttle? Is
I don't
that in
even
the
know.
Death Star chase? And once they get in the trench, we're going to go full throttle?
We're going in full throttle. That'll keep those fighters off our back.
I don't remember him saying
I
that.
don't remember that one, but this is a piece of junk. That's a funny line to say.
Yeah, this
Yes.
is a piece of junk.
What a piece of junk.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's so cool to have Luke Skywalker there. I think it's awesome that it's a toy with a toy.
It is really cool. I mean, it looks like he's got something in his hand. Like maybe it's in a remote or something like that for flying the toy. I don't even know what that is.
Yeah,
What's
not
in there?
exactly sure what's happening there, but you do remember that scene, obviously,
Right.
in Star Wars New Hope, where
Yeah.
he's kind of flying the little ship around as he's sitting there with
Yeah.
C-3PO.
Very, very cool.
Just isn't fair.
So cool to see that action figure. This is actually last in the box. I'm going to pull this
All right.
last guy out, pass this over to DB. It's another Comtech. It's another Power of the Force. Who do we have, DB?
Yeah, another green stripe, and this is a simple Stormtrooper with his battle damage and blaster rifle rack.
Awesome.
So that is really cool. I don't see the battle damage. Maybe on
Interesting.
the helmet. I guess on the helmet.
Yeah.
And maybe that's supposed to be his battle damage.
Not exactly sure what's
I don't
going
know.
on with the battle damage there. Maybe it's a factory mistake and they put in the clean version Stormtrooper and not the battle damage Stormtrooper. I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah, this is really cool because it has the blaster rifle rack as well, and the blaster rifle there.
I think this would be a Stormtrooper represented all the way back from A New Hope. On the back of the box here, it does talk about the Stormtroopers. What does it say about them there?
It says, within the Death Star, a group of Imperial Stormtroopers are in hot pursuit of Han, Luke, Leia, and Chewbacca as they attempt to return to the impounded Millennium Falcon. But the heroic escapees blast away before shock troops have a chance to return fire.
Interesting. So they're actually calling them shock troops
That's what it
as
said.
well, not just stormtroopers, but actually using the term shock troops for these guys. You don't really hear them represented that way very often.
No, definitely not.
Really cool.
We think they may be splitting up. They may be on level 5 and 6 now.
If you use cold water to make battle wounds on the figure's chest appear.
Really?
Yeah.
So you need water for it. Well, that's interesting because, part of JAK in the Box, we're doing the Great Action Figure giveaway right now. And I have a little list in front of me of different people who have subscribed to the channel and also left a comment of some of the action figures that they would like to have sent in this Great Action Figure giveaway. And we've got a guy named Johnny W. And he specifically said he wants a Stormtrooper action figure.
Nice.
And we happen to have a Stormtrooper action figure here.
Wow.
And the other thing about this one is we can open this and
Nice.
find out about the battle damage. I'm going to let DB open this Star Wars action
Sweet.
figure up, and we're going to find out about this battle damage as
All
well.
right, I'm going to try and do this as carefully as possible. Don't want to damage this box art too much.
It's just that easy to subscribe to this channel, leave a quick comment of who your favorite action figure character is, or any even like action figure franchise. You can keep it very broad. If we find any of those action figures, we'll open it up, take a look at everything, and send that action figure to you. It's just that easy. Now this is all the way back from 1999. So this is the first time seeing light of day in 23 years.
Wow.
Pretty incredible to have this
Finally
coming out.
Let him out of his cave. Yeah,
There
you
he
go.
is.
He's got his rifle in hand, sort of rubber banded to him right now.
Okay,
I haven't taken
right.
that rubber band off. But you got his little rack right here, just kind of
So cool.
slips right in there, just like that. Very neat. You got to check this battle damage thing about. You have some cold water.
Give me one moment to get cold water. Why don't we just put them on hold for just a second? Let me grab some water. We'll be right back.
Nice.
Star Wars will return. May the Force be with you.
All right, we're back from hold. We actually filled up a little glass full of cold water here. We're going to let DB, I guess, do a little splashdown with this guy into the cold water, see if the battle damage comes out. Here we go. Stormtrooper into the Bacta tank, we'll call this. Let's see what happens.
Come on, cold water. Did it give us some battle damage? Nothing.
Still not seeing any battle damage. I'll tell you what, why don't we just leave him in here for a second and see what happens. We'll just kind of plop him in. Sorry about this, Johnny W. Your Stormtrooper's getting a little wet, but we'll make sure that he's all dried off before we send him off to you. We just want to see this battle damage right here.
I hope we
All
can.
right, so if it's not happening now, then I'm going to say it's just something that over 23 years, it's not happening.
faded away.
I don't see anything there, DB. Do you
No.
see anything?
This one must be the one without battle damage. We do see where it would be, but
There's a little
maybe we
discoloration.
need to put some ice on it. I don't know.
Like really cold water.
Yeah,
you're
really
saying.
cold.
We'll let Johnny do that, and
Johnny
if he
do
can
that.
take a picture of the battle damage, if he's ever able to get it out, we'd like to see it. But for now, I mean, just look at all of these action figures that came out. I mean, ObiWan Kenobi, an Anakin Skywalker, a Luke Skywalker, Darth Maul. We've got Mace Windu. We've got a Stormtrooper right there.
Drowning Stormtrooper.
So awesome. Help us spread the fun. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment. Do all the little things that they ask you to do on YouTube.
Like us, tell us which one of the best of the boxes, or how mad at us you are for dunking this Stormtrooper in water.
That's right. But for now, I'm Jack. This is DB.
And we drowned it.
JAK in the Box.
Subscribe and tell us who your favorite character is. Spreading fun through action figures. JAK in the Box.